I'm joined by my colleague Tina Yazdani. Tina, you were at police headquarters today. There's been plenty of questions about how police handled this investigation.
Absolutely, Adrian. A ton of reaction over at Toronto Police Headquarters just after the sentence was handed down. Police Chief Mark Saunders and lead detectives on the case speaking not only about the sentence, but some of the major concerns that came up throughout this investigation, including the lingering question of why the public wasn't warned sooner about the serial killer on the loose. But Chief, don't you feel your words may have put the public at risk? Don't you feel that deaths could have been prevented had you warned the public sooner? Didn't you have strong enough suspicions to warn the public?
No. What I said is what I stand by, and I'll keep that. If you want to keep mixing it up, you can go ahead. A true test is what did you do with the information at the time? And I can tell you from what I know and from what I've experienced in this case, things were done properly. And the messagings that were put out there were accurate in the time.
So you have absolutely no regrets then?
We have the luxury of hindsight right now, and that's unfortunate. And the amount of homicide cases that I've done, I can tell you if I had redo moments, almost every single case, I would have a redo moment. And that's part of the learning process. And I think what makes this particular case unique was that it was a serial killer.
That statement, a change from December 2017, when Toronto Police Chief Mark Saunders stood at that same podium and reassured the public that based on evidence, there was no serial killer murdering GTA men. Just a month later, on January 18, 2018, McArthur was arrested, but Chief Saunders says he wouldn't take back what he said at the time.
I don't have the luxury of making assumptions, especially large assumptions like that, to the public.
Saunders says at the time of his original comment, police only had evidence that McArthur may have been involved in one homicide, that of Andrew Kinsman. From there, things changed quickly. Police also faced internal criticism this week, an officer facing misconduct charges speaking out. Sergeant Paul Gauthier interviewed McArthur in 2016 when he was arrested for attempting to strangle a man inside his van, but was let go with no charges. In a letter sent to colleagues that was leaked to the media, Gauthier says he conducted a proper investigation, and his employer has set him up to be their fall guy.
I'm not going to comment on it. If that's his position, I haven't seen this letter that everyone's talking about. It wasn't sent to me, and it's before the tribunal.
It's an opportunity for the officer to explain what he or she did. That's the purpose of a tribunal. So I've never, ever said that there is an assumption of guilt.
Chief Saunders was pressed today about whether or not he would support a wide-ranging review of how police handled this case. He would only say that he welcomes the opportunity to be transparent, and there is currently an external review into how Toronto police handle all missing persons investigations.